All right, what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to July's vlog. So, every month I like to make a quick vlog video just telling you guys what's happening throughout the month, upcoming games, returning games. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel, whether you're a new subscriber, returning viewer, and or yeah, you just found my channel. Thanks so much. I don't get a chance to say that enough. And hopefully you guys are enjoying everything. This is take two because technology is hard, and I've been a YouTuber for over 10 years now, and a lot of times when I get new technology, I just wish it worked. And one thing that I also noticed throughout the years is on YouTube, they added a new feature where, well, it's not really a new feature, it's not like wild or anything, but they added a tab where you can look at your videos from oldest to newest. And I was watching some of my old videos from 11 years ago, and it just kind of made me sad because it's like, dang, I was playing games for so long. Well, I've been a gamer way before being a content creator, but when I was just watching some of my like old Let's Plays and Call of Duty videos, I'm like, wow, I had such a better reaction time in life when I was younger than I am now. But yeah, anyway, that's a cool thing. So let's get into the upcoming games and returning things that we are going to be playing as well. Let's start off with the big things. Black Desert Online. That's going to be continuing as usual. Nothing's changing. I believe at the start of the month, or I guess today when you guys are seeing this video, the Black Desert Festa is going on, which is basically the equivalent of the Heidel Ball. They have the Heidel Ball and the Calpheon Ball, which is every 6 months. The developers like to do a showcase presenting what's coming to the game in the near future, and that's always something to look forward to. Usually they give out a lot of free goodies and a lot of interesting content. All I really want from that game these days is centralized servers. Now, understandably, that's not going to make everyone happy, but I just hope that they have a server where a majority of the players can have decent latency and ping. Whereas right now, I believe it's on the West Coast, and literally, if you are not on the West Coast, it feels kind of weird. But if you are on the West Coast, you're doing great. So if it just centralized it, at least for NA servers, I think that would just be an overall good. Obviously, central players going to have a great time, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just overall better. So yeah, looking forward to a lot of stuff happening with BDO in the near future. We'll make videos of that as well, talking about the new things and upcoming events. Elder Scrolls Online is something that we've also recently completed, but we're never done with. So in 2014, we started Elder Scrolls Online when it came out, and that's always been a big series on the channel. It's almost as big as Black Desert, as you guys know. And we have literally thousands of videos of each game on the channel, so you guys can watch that. And every time a new expansion comes out, we like to play it. Every time there's a new update, we like to check it out. I actually play that game pretty much daily, and it's not that I record it every day, I just play it. So recently, Necrom, the latest expansion, came out, and we did our series. It was 16 episodes total. And we basically 100%ed the zone, which is the new content. So if you want to watch that, I thought it was pretty interesting. If you guys need a break from Black Desert and you just want to watch a story and me play through something else, that's awesome. And of course, we have Final Fantasy XIV. It's one of those games I just play pretty casually, and I don't really record it, but I just play it as well. So it's kind of difficult juggling 3 different MMOs. And even though it's more like I'm on Black Desert a lot, and then ESO is kind of like the night game that you play with your friends, and then Final Fantasy is just like one of those things you play for like an hour or two with your other friends, and then that's about it. So, yeah, expect videos of all of those things on the channel throughout the month, and we have some interesting new games. I'm also, by the way, looking at like a sticky note of notes that I wrote, so if I'm just looking that way, that's what it is. And so upcoming games that I thought were pretty interesting. July 5th, we have Hi-Fi Rush. Now, if you guys watched the Bethesda showcase, they basically announced that game and showed everything. I thought it was kind of unique. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I feel like I might just play that game on stream and just have it be like a one-off thing. So if you don't follow me already on Twitch, check that out. And or I might just stream it on YouTube. And so we'll just play it there. I don't know if it'll be like a series on the channel, but we just play it and then call it that. Another game, July 14th, is called Invector Rhythm Galaxy. Now, this is, I believe, an indie game, but it's like a rhythm space themed game. I always really enjoy rhythm games. I wish I could play music games and stuff more on YouTube, but you know, like the copyright and all that stuff, and it doesn't happen. But I would love to play more games like, any just rhythm music games on the channel, but I just can't. So if I play it, it's probably going to be on Twitch because YouTube says a no probably. And Diablo 4, we talked about this in last month's video, and Diablo has always been a big series on the channel for me, and just as a kid in general, even though it's like a 17 plus rated M game, I played it when I was definitely not 17. But I started with Diablo 2 when I was younger. Then I played Diablo 1. I didn't, if you start from 2 and then go to 1, it just doesn't feel great. But then, yeah, I played a lot of Diablo 2. Then 3 came out. I remember being at the midnight relaunch of 3. And we actually have a lot of videos of that on the channel as well. We played up to like season 10 of Diablo 3, played through the entire campaign and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. So you literally hundreds of videos, you guys can watch it. It's kind of old now to the point where like my video quality has definitely improved and you guys can see that as well. And so Diablo 4 came out a few weeks ago. I've just been super busy. A lot of games came out. You guys saw the Elder Scrolls Online new expansion. I decided I wanted to play that. And then we had Black Desert with the Land of the Morning Light. 2 big expansions for MMOs that we're talking about just came out like within 1 week of each other. So I had to like hard rush 2 different games. And so now that things are slowing down for the summer month, I thought I'd just go check out Diablo 4 again. I bought it. I just never had a chance to play it. And our last thing is the Steam summer sale started as of a few days ago, I believe. And I kind of wanted to do more co-op games or just games with my friends and just do more multiplayer stuff. So we're going to be looking at more puzzle games because I like those and so do my friends. And then we just like to do multiplayer things in general. So we'll be checking that out. If you guys have any recommendations on games in my Discord, we have a channel for game recommendations. You guys can submit those as well and I'll take a look at it. But one thing I'd ask before you do that is check the playlist that I have on my channel because I've been a creator for over 10 years now. And I've played over 250 different games on the channel. And yeah, I might have it. You never know. So I guess a little story time of how I started my YouTube channel. When I first started, I used to watch people play Call of Duty. Remember that era? And then I kind of transitioned into Let's Plays. And the reason why I did that was because you remember all those old school Let's Players that some of them are still around to this day. They would upload 1 video a day, maybe 2 videos a day, right? And as a person just watching it, it's kind of like TV nowadays. You get to watch 1 episode a week, but it's like daily. And I was like, okay, so I want to do this too. But I think I could do it faster than them, so I can upload the entire game faster than they could. So I did that, and even now to this day, like we have done that. Like recently, last month, we just hit 2 different Let's Plays, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then over the years, as I got older, you realize that it's not actually as easy as it sounds because most of these Let's Players, we're just one person, right? We have to play the game, edit it. Upload it to YouTube. Hopefully there's no problems with it. And then if there is, you have to re-edit it. And then, of course, that just takes a long time. And so, yeah, believe it or not, doing Let's Plays is a lot more challenging and uploading it to YouTube than, streamers do it. We just play the game and then you're done. But, yeah, always thought that was a cool thing. And over the years, just obviously I realized that it takes a lot more time than you may imagine. So yeah, I still like doing that. It's just more of my focus as I got older went into MMOs and games with more like long-term progression. So yeah, that's cool. But that's about all the games I wanted to talk about. If we see any more, I'll definitely let you guys know. And that goes into, if you want to follow me on social media, all the links will be in the description. But as you guys can see, like somewhere down there, everything. Obviously, Twitch is where I stream every now and then. I don't have a set schedule, but if you sometimes when I do impromptu stuff, you can catch it, and I'll announce it on Twitter and Discord and all this stuff on YouTube as well. So if you aren't following those channels and following my other social media, I'll just leave a link in the description so you guys can just click it. Super easy. I do want to grow my Twitter and Discord a little bit more, just so if you want to keep up with updates and everything, definitely check that out. And of course, YouTube, if you aren't subscribed, well, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy my content. Hopefully hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you come back. And of course, Discord is probably one of the best places. I think if you are a gamer, you probably have heard of Discord before. And so a lot of my updates go in there. So we have our own server. If you need help with anything, we have like a help desk for Black Desert, other games. If you want to just chat, hang out with the community, that's cool as well. And yeah, that's usually where you'll see a lot of the cool stuff. And before we wrap up, oh, it just started raining. But before we start wrapping up, I just want to talk about the YouTube membership thing. I don't really talk about it in videos. This is always optional, 100%. But you know how on Twitch they have the Twitch subscriptions, what is it, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime thingy. So on YouTube, if you've ever seen it, we have super chats and the join membership button. All those will be in the links in the description as well. Basically, I offer the same things on YouTube as well. You get your sub badge, emotes, soon TM, and of course you get some exclusive stuff that I want to start incorporating more. And I want to first say that all my videos will always be free to watch, and you guys can just watch them. They'll always be public. And the things I offer for people who go above and beyond with the support and everything is, one, these vlog videos and extra stuff that I would usually post on a schedule. You guys can watch those a few days in advance when I do that. Of course, they'll be ad-free until they go live to the public, and then I'll start it. But you get to watch it in advance. That's cool, right? And then every now and then when I record gameplay, sometimes I'll get like B-roll footage and just like extras that wouldn't make it into the main video. So those are like member-only videos along with exclusive, I guess like member polls or member streams. There's like a Q&A every now and then. So if you want to watch that, some of my old videos are up there as member-only videos as well. But realistically, are you missing out on anything? Not really. But if you want to just get the early access to everything, that's cool too. And one thing I definitely have set as well is, you know how on other platforms it's like $5 a month for a subscription, right? And on YouTube, you are actually allowed to like pick from a few presets, right? And so mine is a little bit cheaper than that. So I think it's like tier 1, 2, 3, and like less than 5. So with that said, hopefully you guys want to check that out if you can. And if you have as well, I do have a Patreon, which basically offers the same things. It just, I have different platforms depending on what you guys want. And never will I ask for anything. It's just if you want to go above and beyond on the support, we offer the same roles, as well as if you have your Discord linked. I believe there's a feature for if you subscribe and you're in the Discord server, it'll just automatically give you a supporter title. And if it doesn't give it to you, just let me know and I'll just fix it. It's not a big deal. I'll get it done in like an hour or less or something. Not a big deal. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. Links to everything I talked about in the description below. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you are continuing any series, just let me know. What have you recently watched on my channel? How did you find it? Always curious to ask that question because we get new subscribers every day. What series did I do? What game did I play that got you to subscribe to the channel or find my channel? And yeah, with that said, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.